Hello and welcome to this Friday's live Kriegspiel game. We are doing the Battle of Pavia, 1525. And I am here with Leyva on the Holy Roman Empire team, and he is the garrison commander inside Pavia itself. All right, so Leyva, you've received a note from Lannoy, so you know there's going to be action today. What are your orders?
At the moment, I think just everyone hold position first.
Okay.
Yes,
Do you want to
until
go
I
to
see
the
the enemy.
walls anywhere to get a view outside?
Yes, on the easternmost, again near the Aquavicia is the easternmost section of the wall, the
Okay,
easternmost gate.
got it. All right, thank you.
That's not right. That's not right.
What happened?
I tried to move. There we go. I moved Pescar to the wrong voice 3 channel.
Oh. Oh, because he's in. That's okay.
Well, that's a lot of, lots to move a lot of men. Okay.
I need to double naughty list Papa Semi. Too nice.
Man, the Landsknecht only having movement 1 is brutal.
Yeah.
Frundsberg wants to get down to San Pietro, but that's going to take him the entire game.
Well,
With
they should not be in formation then. So, is that really where he's wanting to go?
yeah, next turn I'll make
So
sure to remind him that if he wants to move faster, he should move into a marching column.
we can, if that was his intent, we can start that for him. I'm just gonna do. Oh shoot! I'm gonna do 2 parallel marching columns.
Essentially, I'm going to jump into Bourbon and Lannoy. See what they
Alright.
have for me.
I'm getting a little set and then modular. So
Yeah, perfect.
I'll stay here for you.
Movement question. Is there a modifier for roads, or is that just
Yeah, if they're in column going up the road, it's double.
okay?
So what is Bourbon doing? Is he moving? Or are we waiting? Who had Bourbon? Did anyone have Bourbon? Did I miss him?
I can take him if you
Yeah,
need
go ahead and take him. Get Bourbon's orders.
Bourbon.
We must have missed him.
Oh, Oscar might have gotten him because that's I'll wait till he comes back just to make sure because that's where he is right now.
Oh.
And I just want to make sure it's the ancient rules, correct?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Bourbon's movement will be interesting here because the Alencon is scouting towards the gates.
Okay. What does Bourbon want to do?
That's the last one who's being gotten right now.
Oh, okay. The rest of the French, they sent some cavalry out.
Yeah, being a little charitable because he said he wanted the cavalry to go out and attack unless it's an overwhelming enemy. which is a pretty vague order, but so I just had them stop and scout when they saw the massive Austrian force instead of charging it.
Well, he can't see anything right now. It's the other side of the wall.
What's our?
Well, I'm talking about the
visibility
cavalry over here.
distance?
Oh yeah. They would stop. Red.
What's our visibility distance here?
About a mile generally.
So 18.
A mile. Oh, sorry, a kilometer. 10 grids. 10 to 15 grids.
Okay.
Once there's like smoke from the arquebusiers or a wall or anything, that'll limit
Sure,
it more.
yeah.
But yeah, so I guess a mile, 1.6, 1 point. I'm gonna increase the lights a smidge.
Okay. So these guys will definitely see the breach that's been made.
So is Bourbon not going through the breach?
No, he wanted to go to the bridge south of him.
Okay. All right.
Interesting Austrian strategy.
Yeah. Make a hole and
The
ignore it.
guns do fire though.
Okay. I think they're out of range. Yeah, they are out of range. They need to move up because they're half mile range.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna start grabbing screenshots in the north here.
Yep, it's 5:20. Everyone will hear the big guns to the west. They're just pounding the walls. And
That's to the west. Okay.
then Azunti. So, XDX, you had 4 or 3?
I had 3.
Okay. Why don't you take Bourbon, Azunti?
Yep.
And Francis will just pass around with wherever he's at. Same for Lannoy. Just start with Bourbon. We'll give you another one next turn.
Bourbon, you said? You got it.
How far can they see right now? Is it a
Oh,
little
so I
bit
don't
lighter?
have
Just do
I don't
like
have
10.
Francis anymore.
10 grids right now. Yeah, because Francis went to Marks. Whoever has Mark or left police should just do Francis.
All right. I will
And,
get the mark in the trio. There.
and Palace, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, you can co-locate him.
Oh, 5:30, right?
5:20.
Okay, 5:20.
Alright, I'm gonna go get my orders. Alright. Monsieur Montmorency. Your pikes are moving up, trying to maintain formation, moving up into the double line as ordered. The guns have started firing on the walls. They'll certainly take down another small section today, if allowed to continue firing. Not too much else going on yet. What are your orders?
Already should. I don't think any changes. Let me look. Yeah, can continue as it's going on. If I help personally, would I be able to make them move any faster?
No. Only if they're like in column or going down the road. If you want to lose the
Yeah.
formation.
We can lose formation until we get across the stream, if that'll allow us to move faster.
Okay.
But yeah, it's the only change.
Alright. Thank you.
Mhm.
Alright, Leyva. You move over to the eastern side of town, where your arquebusiers are standing at the ready near the gates. To the north, you can see the French formation arrayed facing northeast towards your allied army that has arrived. As you look towards San
Oh.
Pietro, though, and the bridge there, it looks like the French have abandoned their position there, and it's wide open.
Hmm. Are those like defensive positions near San Pietro?
The what? The brown things?
Yes.
Yeah, they're defenses that have been put up.
Oh shit.
Breastworks and
Cool.
trenches and stuff.
Cool.
What are your orders?
Hmm. Can I send one of my arquebusier units to go and occupy those trenches?
Yeah.
All right then.
Let's see. Alright, that it?
Yeah, for now, yes.
Archers, or sorry, cavalry is what movement? I saw infantry was 1.
The number's on it if you hover over
Oh,
it.
is
The
I
M,
see.
M number is movement speed.
Perfect. Thank you.
I'll be back. I forgot something. I forgot to mention you can hear artillery firing to the west of the city. And from your previous experience, you know it has to be the big French guns that have been there for the duration of the siege.
All right. Can I go over and see what the situation in the west is like then?
Yes. It'll take you 2 turns to cross the whole city.
Sure.
You got it. Oh, cavalry battle already?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, I think the skirmish works well. Let's see. Lancers. I guess they just do their attack. Oh, the Stratiati are tough. Okay. So we got 2 attacks. Oh, and a mounted shot. So to beat the Stratiati, they need an 8 or higher. No, that's the movement. 4 or higher. Oh, never mind. They're not as strong as I thought. That's 2 hits.
Should I handle dispatches from Bourbon, or do we have a dispatch admin?
Yeah, we got to forward them ourselves.
You got it.
And then doing... To hurt the Lancers, it's got to be a 5 or higher. Hit, 3. That's 1 each. Oh, they got their good.
They're out of range, but he asked them to fire anyways.
Okay, yeah, they're big and scary, I guess. Did Frundeberg move yet?
Yeah, moving them now.
Okay. So he should go, yeah, I guess 2. Alright, is that it? Oh, we're missing.
No, I think we still have other umpires out getting orders.
I said that without looking at who is here. The French have left nothing guarding the eastern gate.
I noticed that.
So if Leyva was smart, he would just leave out that and either join them or attack on their rear.
James, who has Del Vasto?
What's that?
Who has Vasto?
Vasto should be so here. Did someone
Yeah,
get?
but who?
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think anybody has him.
oh, all right. Will you take him?
Yeah, I'll take him. I'll take him.
Must be another one we missed.
I can also take second person if you want.
Oh wait, was that Alskar I was talking to? Yeah, let's have Azunti take him since he needs a second.
We got it.
Yeah, go
Okay, yeah.
go down there. I'm not as bad at making sure players aren't missed.
It doesn't help that not all the characters on the map are players.
True. Yeah, that does make it confusing.
I feel like this is a really like kind of slept on period in kind of wargaming history, pike and shot. It's so interesting to think about how they had like cannons and artillery, but also people were still, walk around as archers or with halberds.
It is interesting, the mix of the melee and the range. For some reason, I don't like it as much, but it's still interesting to do every now and then. Well, I can do my screenshots down below because nothing's going to impact them.
All right, he is going to also engage in this cavalry thing, but he's going to move into a specific formation first. So, oh yeah, and he's going to have to move his units all about to do so. So I'm going to just say he didn't get in on that fight. All right. Are we moving on to 540?
Yep. Is Brooks ahead or behind? I'll be back.
All right. King Francis, then, do you have any personal orders for yourself now that you've got the screenshot?
Yeah, I would ride back to Lorraine through the inner road that we have.
Okay.
Edge in front, but there's a lot of troops in front, so
They'll just queue in behind.
you're in behind. Okay.
When he offered that order, he didn't know Bourbon also came in. So
Yeah, okay. So they'll just be behind here, then behind Bourbon,
Yeah.
basically.
Oh, I'm gonna check. Was La Police was staying at the crossroads?
No, he moved up. He moved north.
Okay.
Oh, sorry,
then-
Mars. Sorry,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
saw the wrong one.
All right. I've got movement in the north done. Other than looks like Bourbon's engaged. Okay.
All right, everything moved.
Yeah, I have no. Yeah, I have no.
I'm ready for
Yeah, everybody's
40.
moved. Yeah.
All right, 540 screenshots. All right, General. So your men get onto the road, are filing across the bridge, moving much faster now, and the guns, the defensive guns atop the city walls, begin to take your men under fire, causing some casualties and disruption. Yep. What are your orders?
I was kind of after I gave my orders, I was worried this is what was going to happen. Guess what I originally wanted to do is sort of move to the east and cross the stream, like ford it. But
Oh.
I don't know if that was clear. Probably wasn't.
It would have got shot at anyway. So
yeah, yeah. Uh. Probably fast. Well, hold on.
your shot could reach the
Yeah.
breach if they just keep going.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have them just keep going. I'm just gonna have them keep moving. I want them to get to the breach, and I want the pike to follow. I'll just accept the casualties.
And you are in the middle or the front?
I will move with the second, I guess, group of Swiss shot and try to keep their cohesion together as they move.
All right.
Or sorry, I'll move with the first. Sorry.
Okay, first. Got it. All right, thank you. All right, General Leyva, you are crossing through the dark city streets as you head west to the other city gate. You can hear your own guns open fire from atop the city walls, your western ones. And a runner comes to you and says that the Swiss army is approaching the breach with 2 units of shot and 5 units of pikes. That's it.
Okay, just continue heading west.
All right. No other orders?
Not particularly.
All right. You got it. Brooks, have you given updates yet, or are you still doing screenshots?
I am posting the screenshots right now.
How many people do you have?
I have 3.
Okay.
I'm about to give my briefs just now.
Do you want to give me one of yours, Brooks, since I'm already done?
Sure. Why don't you take Mark then? Because Pescara and Dalencon are about to hit each other.
Okay, got it. I'll go get his update. All right, Mark, I'm your umpire for now. Switching things around a little bit. All right, you can see. Sorry, I'm catching up on this side of the battle. You can see La Police has taken the lances across the bridge and is heading north. You can hear your own guns further to the east, just beyond the wall. And at the city, you can hear the French heavy guns firing on the city, and also the Austrian city guns firing back. Your own arquebusiers and archers stand at the ready nearby, as well as, I think these are your Swiss pike.
Spike, yeah. The arquebusiers, I guess they're now mine. I don't see anybody else around them to command them. But they were up north. Okay, understood.
I guess they ordered south across the bridge. I don't know. They're
Yeah.
next to you now.
Yes. I do have command, just so you know, since you're catching up, of the archers and the guard armies from La Police until he comes back.
Okay.
Just so you're aware.
All right. What are your orders?
For now, I'm just going to stay by the bridge and wait for either dispatches or information for La Police himself when he comes back to see if there's anything going on in the north. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's easy enough. Let me just go sit on a channel.
Okay. I will return for your orders.
All right.
Have advanced down the road with your column. Bourbon's troops are engaged with some enemy cavalry off to your south. But his archers remain behind near the breach, although none have approached it directly. You do see a couple of French troops atop the gate surveying your column as they pass. I'll take your orders if you're ready. Otherwise, I can pop back after grabbing someone else's.
I would like a moment to think if that's okay.
Okay, I'll pop back shortly.
Thank you.
James, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that in this time period, you know, like wait, I move those lances yet, Azunti. So when, you know, like you're in a melee, it's really hard to pull out, right?
Yep.
If the cavalry here at the center were ordered to fall back, would they just rout or would they manage to pull back?
I don't think the mounted could. I don't think the Stratiati would be able to pull back easily. Are they ordered to pull back?
Yeah, the mounted, I, you know, kind of figured they'd be able to get away since they were shooting from a distance. But the Stratiati, that's what I was asking about, because they were ordered to pull back towards, again, and they were ordered to pull back into the artillery firing.
Well, so I think they would be giving ground as they're losing anyway, but they'd stay engaged. It'd be pretty tough to disengage.
What about, I mean, retreating into the firing artillery just doesn't seem like a good idea to me. Do they get any kind of like damage from that?
The mounted shot?
Yeah, because I mean, you know, like kind of recreating the charge of the light brigade here.
Yeah, the guns shouldn't be shooting. We're just gonna stop them. Are the gendarmes chasing after them? Where'd this guy come from?
He actually was ordered to attack the artillery.
Okay. Is that as
A
far
literal
as,
recreation of the light brigade.
is that as far as he got movement wise?
He could have gone farther, but I figured he was going to run into the mounted shot.
Yeah. I guess we'll they're engaged. Let's see, 4. 1, 2, 3.
James, I think the rule said that the person on the commander on horse can go 2 kilometers. How many grid is that?
20.
20.
20.
20? Okay, perfect.
The Lancers are slowly winning the fight. The Stratiati will break soon.
And if he gives an order and they're like 12 away, that means they take away 6, and so they're moving to 6, so they don't move.
If they give an order to move from far away, I would
They're
do, or even close by, I'd do like half movement for the
half movement. Okay.
order to reach them. Dalencon and Pescara should be able to see through this breach here, so I'd give them, just for fun, like Pescara should see up to the wall and then like a glimpse of that, and then kind of like that view. And same for Dalencon. I don't know if you guys are doing that, but you know what I'm saying? Like let them see through the breach to see each other.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
Oh yeah, you're kind of doing it. I see that. Never mind. Increase the...
Regarding this small breach, the French are advancing their shot towards it to skirmish through, but Pescara wants to set up on either side and is coming down in road column here. So that might log jam them up.
Okay. Have they moved yet? The shot?
The French have moved.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's okay.
And the guns here in the center, they can't fire because they have a bunch of friendly troops in front of them. Correct?
Yes, true for both sides.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're not in the age of indirect fire yet.
Do we have musket smoke?
Yeah, you can
The
copy one of these. Or one of these down below. I kind of like this smaller one because it's their fires
Okay.
less frequent.
They are shooting at the lookouts on the gates to try and drive them off.
Did the French cavalry open the gates?
No, they have sent a couple of men to inspect the gate and are visible on its ramparts.
Okay. Well, that's
Just a handful.
got it. All right, 6 o'clock. Do screenshots, and I'll do mark.
Okay. Oh, and Dallin Khan had sent his arquebusiers across the bridge to the crossroads.
Mhm.
I'm not sure who is expecting to receive those.
Mark wasn't clear either, but he said he can command them for now, or they'll have to figure that out between them. But
All right.
all right, go get map date. All right, General de la Marque.
No, sir.
The sounds of cannon fire to your west continue. To the east, they have abated. You catch the occasional snippet of arquebusier fire to the east, infrequent, and maybe some to the northeast. Kind of hard to tell. You can see D'Alencon moving around in the open fields to the north. Where'd La Police go? Oh, he's up there too. Other than that, pretty quiet in your sector.
Yeah, for now. Okay. How far do I move? Like, if I wanted to do max just by myself, is there?
Like 2 kilometers, pretty far.
Okay.
You're on a horse, so you have one.
Yeah. Okay. I'd like to move just out to the east, follow the road towards Lorraine, but just outside the walls there, just outside the 8-foot wall along that road to see if I can see what's going on there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sounds good. Alright, Montmorency. You are somewhat surprised when you find the breach unopposed and your men just filing through. You join them and are now inside the city further than you've ever gotten before. And you can see some, I guess, swordsmen guarding the gate further south of you. And the guns continue to fire on your column as it's approaching, but you've achieved more than you expected already.
Alrighty.
What are your orders?
So so it's like a city, right? So,
Yeah, lots of
like, or like how
wide
dense
and
is it?
narrow streets, kind of a medieval Italian city.
Mhm. Okay. I'd like to move cautiously with my Swiss shot to try to fire at the swordsmen who are guarding behind the guns. But I don't want to be too aggressive. While we wait for the pike to move through the breach as well. If it's possible, I don't know if it is. If it is possible, I'd like to try to get on the walls and take out those guns.
Yeah, you'd have to deal with the swordsman first, but then you could
Okay, that's what I would figure. Yeah.
get onto the walls. Okay.
Okay. Try to fire into the side of those swords.
All right, you've reached the
Oh
western
boy.
wall, and you can see that the Swiss are already pouring through the exposed breach, with Swiss shot moving into the city itself, and the pikes close behind. Your guns are doing their best to fire on them, but can only fire so much. Your swordsmen are nearby at hand, as well as others throughout the city. What are your orders?
Alright, the nearby swordsmen, as well as the ones to the north, are to move to engage the Swiss shot. The cannons in the north as well, if possible, are to turn and begin counter-battering the guns on there if they can. If not, then never mind.
Say that last part again.
The cannons on the north side, the ones next to the ones with the swordsmen, are to attempt to fire north at the enemy guns if they are in range. If not, then fire at the enemy infantry.
Okay. They're out of range for the guns.
Okay, then fire at the infantry then. Fire into the town at the infantry. Okay, that's a bit concerning, but yes.
I don't think they'll be able to turn around and do that. They're kind of like locked into position, facing it.
Okay, sure. Then never mind then.
Okay. All right. You do receive a runner that the arquebusiers sent to take the defenses near San Pietro have done so,
Oh,
unopposed.
brilliant.
They also
Brilliant.
send word
Right.
they can see a column of Austrian arquebusiers followed by Landsknecht moving south towards the San Pietro bridge.
Yep, that's the plan. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Not those. That's the Stratiati.
Well, I mean, once the units are in melee with each other, it's kind of hard to get them to retreat from each other. From one
Right.
another.
So I think that mounted shot will have to stay in the fight with the gendarmes. But
Well,
if
these guys
the
are ranged, so I mean, if they're not like currently in melee,
aren't they?
Well, I think they got caught in melee because the gendarmes attacked them.
okay. Just these guys then can retreat.
They can get away, but so what I'm saying is, so can the Stratiati, because the lances are going to fall back too if they're allowed.
If both sides have orders to disengage, then yeah, I'd allow it. Although it's dumb to have the lancers pull back. They were winning.
He wanted to rest him.
All right.
You can rest when you're dead.
You can rest when the enemy's dead.
3, 4.
And the Bourbon Duke decided he's going into the cannon smoke to see what's going on. Which I think is maybe just a good way to get him killed.
I have a question if anybody has the time, but Lannoy wanted to go to Bourbon, but Bourbon just charged.
Yeah, if Lannoy's part of or Bourbon's part of the charge, then he wouldn't be able to.
And he just goes to where he was? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
The gendarmes do get +2 in their attack if he's with them. Has anyone rolled anything around here yet?
Not this turn, no.
No.
That's a good thing.
Um,
Those Stratiati. Where were they before? Were they all the way up here?
Yeah, they have
They're
movement of
about
8 though.
here.
Yeah, I just show them crossing the bridge or something.
Okay.
Better to show mid-movement to show the story.
And now that the cannons have not been firing for a couple turns, should the smoke dissipate?
Yeah, it should. Let's see if I can grab it without it.
Do you mind if I take my screenshot before we get rid of the smoke, actually? For the
That's,
story?
that's fine if you want it for the story. All right, 620.
So Pescara is riding off to co-locate with Bourbon.
Everybody wants to co-locate with
Do
Bourbon
I
this
send
turn.
him all the way, or do I
No.
have him stop?
No.
Have him stop here.
Have him stop there. We'll do a big colo for them.
yeah,
Be like,
they all
what the
went at the same time.
So Mark wanted to go visit or go be this area. I'm co-locating him with Lorraine. Did Francis want to see Mark, or is he just going west?
He said he wanted to go to these crossroads.
Okay, well, he's on his own then. Who has Lorraine? Can you do Mark this turn?
I have Lorraine, I can do Mark, yeah.
Since they're together. I didn't think there'd actually be fighting in the city. I would have made the city drawing better if had I known.
I'm ready.
I'm ready as well.
Yep, go for it as soon as you're ready. Alright, General. On the Montmorency. So your Swiss shot move down the city streets. Enemy swordsmen come at them, but they fire volleys, stopping them where they stand, and then rotate, and the next line fires a volley, and the narrow streets favor the arquebusiers over the swordsmen, who try to get in range, but so far have failed to. Your scouts have spotted another group of swordsmen coming from the east to your rear, but your pikes are now arriving through the breach as well.
Got it. I'll have the first pike unit that comes through. I'll direct them to towards the swordsmen that are approaching to the east. And then the second that come through, I want them to aid the Swiss shot against the swordsman.
Okay.
I think that's it. Everyone else should just filter in as they come in.
Yep. Your own cannon, they're mostly hitting the wall, but any errant shot might actually accidentally hit you in the breach. Do you want them to stop firing, or?
Yes, I would.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Antonio de Leyva. By the way, since
Oh
you
boy.
know that your eastern gate is free, you are welcome to write dispatches to the rest of your fellow generals if you wish. You're not all the way cut off.
Okay. Right.
So your swordsmen move to engage. Oh, dang it. The enemy infantry inside the city, but the arquebusiers take advantage of the narrow streets and fire devastating volleys as the swordsmen attempt to approach. And so far they're not been able to even get in range to begin melee fighting. You have sent a runner to gather the other swordsmen from the north gate, and the cannon are doing what they can to fire on the pikes as their columns as they're moving in.
Right. Can I check if the south gate as well as the other eastern gates, like, do I know if there's any enemies there?
You would have gotten a report from the south gate that there are indeed enemies in their defensive positions, as they have been throughout the siege, preventing any escape from the south gate. The east gate you were at, so you know what that looks like.
Okay. Right then. In that case, can I send the arquebusiers from the east gate over to assist as well? They will take a while, but yeah, I think I need them at this point.
Okay, over this way to assist.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
you also have the swordsmen and the knights at the other two gates available.
Yeah, but then they are sort of checking the. Actually, hang on. Have I heard any combat from those directions yet, or no? Like any cannon fire?
Yeah, I probably should have told you. You heard cannon fire to the east for a little while. It's gone now, but you did hear some.
Okay, to the south.
Nothing to the south.
Okay, then redirect the swordsman from the south gate as well.
Okay. Got it. All right. Thank you.
James, what are the Landsknecht shots armed with? They don't have any stats on them.
You know, TTS. I gave everything stats, and TTS robbed me. The Landsknecht. I see that these ones have it. Which ones don't have it?
Oh, Vostos. Let me just copy it over. 241. Okay, they're identical to the
Yeah.
Arquebusier.
Yeah, just copy them over.
Perfect. All right, we can do that. They're going back. What the fuck? They're all fucked.
Who's going back?
The Stratiani charged again.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, that was dumb. I'm gonna go listen in while I'm waiting.
So I want to get the two gendarme and myself go up over the bridge towards the gate, along with two archers as well, going up towards that. And then I want to get the entire Swiss pike moving in a similar formation, but essentially I want them kind of moving up. I know they only move one, so it's just kind of hard to give you any orders other than they just move one. Just move one, one grid over towards the bridge to their left, but our right. That's it.
Okay. I think those are our orders right now. Just do what we can.
All right,
And
thank you.
yep.
They're probably gonna get me out of here soon, but yeah, I'm sending you the heavy cav,
Just
and
that heavy cav should just attack. Just attack. At the towards the arquebusiers. I'm assuming that they have bulletproof armor, is that right?
who? The cav?
The gendarmes.
I mean, not really.
They're heavy
I don't know,
cavalry.
but well, yeah, they're heavy cav, but bulletproof, completely bulletproof. I'm not sure.
Oh, for the time. Because I know that a lot of cavalry at around this time would have some pretty,
They'd have some really beefy armor.
really good armor. And I think this is at around the time that that bulletproof armor was coming around. But we'll just have this arquebusiers. We'll have them move out. They're a little faster than our pikes, but they're I think they're far enough away to where it's not going to be too big of a problem.
Yeah, I'm taking the cavalry and going north to Puerto Lavieri to help repel that crossing. I don't want them coming in the wall there.
Alright. I'm going to send a dispatch immediately. 6:20. That is right. Yeah. 22. Just everyone. All French players.
Oh, okay, it's one of those.
I think Lorraine
then-
is overreacting a little bit. He wants to basically retreat into this line here.
Into the artillery fire for the city.
Basically, yeah.
You
Do
guys
these guns and
rolling? Do I need to roll combat anywhere up north?
these guns, do they fire into these poor?
They got friendlies and
Well,
melee in there to do that.
I guess they're just both firing through the breach.
No, okay.
Yeah, the gunners on both sides are skirmishing through the breach.
Okay.
Can the archers fire? Range 1, no.
No, they're too far.
I will press them up closer to it. Both sides are fighting defensively at the breach.
Yeah. I'm gonna say the Lancers can recover back down to 1, but they'll remain at 1, having fought already.
You got it.
So they're basically as recovered as they're gonna get. The Stratiati fight has been rolled.
Yeah, I rolled that.
All right. 640. Is Mark staying? Or did Mark? Where'd Mark go?
He's there, I pinged.
Okay, I'll take him back. All right, I'm gonna go get my orders. All right, Robert de Lamarck. It looks like
No.
you have taken control of some gendarmes and are galloping northward towards the breach, where it looks like D'Alencon has his arquebusiers firing into the hole in the wall with some fire coming
Yeah.
back. There's a lot of smoke.
Is that some smoke more north of their position there also? Is that
Yeah, there's a little bit of smoke rising above the wall.
okay? All right. Seems like they have that breach somewhat under control. I want to ride past them towards the road to check out what that the smoke a little bit more north up there. Make sure they're not about to get flanked or something.
Okay.
And then the arquebusiers that are coming up the road and the archers. Just continue to follow the road. I guess they probably move faster on the road if I'm mistaken, and then just make a right towards Porto de Leyva. What's it called? Porto de Leyva there as well, and hopefully they'll meet me there in a turn or two. Oh, and sorry, I want to bring the guns up as well.
The guns. Oh, your light
Thank you.
guns. Both of them.
I'm sorry. Those are less. Yeah, the La Police's guns, the medium guns.
Oh, okay. Those are pretty slow moving, but sure.
Actually, right. Oh, I do have those light guns there. Yeah, let's get the light guns then on the road, and then let's get the medium guns just closer to my Swiss pike. So up the road, closer to the Swiss pike.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is it all your archers coming up with you, or just two of them?
No, just those two.
Okay. Got it. Thank you. Alright, Montmorency, things seem to be going pretty well. The pikes arrive in time to fend off an attack from swordsmen to the east. The narrow streets favor the pikes. There's no way to get around them unless they take a whole other street. But you still have more pikes pouring into the city. The shot seem to be holding the swordsmen off to the south as well, so it's looking good.
Okay. I want the pikes that are, I guess, like right next to you to my west. You just entered to go try to defeat those swordsmen. Finish them off if they can, and then push and well, I don't know. Yeah, first priority is take out those swordsmen to the south, and once they're dealt with, we can. They should also head and try to take out the guns on the wall. And the next pike that come through, I want to direct them to the southeast. See if they can get around the swordsmen that are directly to my east.
Okay, got it. Alright, thank you. Alright, Antonio de Leyva. From your perch atop the city wall, you catch glimpses of the fights going on in the streets below, and it doesn't seem to be going well. Your swordsmen from the east are coming in, but the enemy pike meets them, and narrow streets are perfect for pike because there's no way to get around them. So with their long staffs, they're forcing the swordsmen back.
Yeah. Okay.
And the ones closest to you are taking a lot of casualties.
Okay, well, there's one more coming at least. There should be one more coming from the south, right?
Yes.
All right, that will have to do. That will have to do. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, no other orders.
Okay. And you can write a description if you need to. Don't forget.
Okay, yeah, I probably will. Sure.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
James, are the mountain shot armored?
Lightly.
Lightly.
They're not like.
So is it enough to like? Do they just have like bulletproof chest plates or?
I'd have to Google it. They're not very.
Yeah.
They're meant for kind of hit and run attacks, or like doing the catapults, where they kind of run in, shoot, and then run out.
In that case, I'd like to have the mounted shot sort of screen the forces. The gendarmes, on the other hand, will, alongside the Stradioti, move east towards the arquebusiers and cut them down. At the very least, draw on their fire. The light artillery should also fire on them. Everyone else will continue to move towards the pre-specified position.
All right, thank you.
Sounds good. Oh, one more thing. I'd like to move a little bit to the east.
All right.
Hello. What's going on with the Stratiati?
I think he wanted to leave one of them fighting, and one of them pulls back. And so, is this one of the?
I don't know. I don't know
Stratiati?
what happened to that. It's okay.
Okay, yeah, it is. Are the gendarmes pulling back, or are they stuck in?
They were going to try to pull back, but Bourbon said if he can't get them to pull back because they're in melee, he's going to personally pull back. So I think that one Stratiati would push the gendarme, and then the other one can do whatever the heck it wants. Oh, I rolled a unit. That is fine. You roll these. Is that why they're rolling? Rolling. It's a no. That's a 5, which is a no. That is a yes. That's a no. It's just new. Oh shit. For them too. 7 is enough.
Break before
Or
the
no,
action.
it's 8. Or no, defense is 4. And is 8. That's what. Okay.
Yeah, you can put a. Need a breaking
Yeah,
sign.
well, roll for the Vasto. Was that a 0? Devasto's dead.
How did he get? Was he leading from the front?
He said he wanted to lead directly with his men.
Rip.
All right. Put a black set tier on his thing. Who's playing Del Vasto?
DC Miller 52 _ SB.
Okay. Well, he can come back as San Angelo, I guess.
Okay.
So stick him with Lannoy.
All right. Is that all combat done?
Oh, also over here, King Francis is personally ordering the Culverins to move over here instead. So I don't know if that's going to cause any confusion or not, since I don't think it's directly under his command.
To move where? West?
Like over here.
Oh, okay. Mark had ordered it to join the Swiss, but I think Francis would have control. That's fine. All right. 7 o'clock. Who has Dalencon?
I do.
Can you do Mark with him?
I can do that.
Where'd Mark go? Oh, there he is. Okay, I'm combining him.
Okay, thanks. Can you also move Lannoy into a separate channel?
Yeah, are you unable to move him?
I have missed once in the past, so I.
No. All right, I moved Prescar out, so he's got 3 on his own.
Thank you.
Perfect.
All right, General. The fighting continues intensely around you. The swordsmen are able to take side streets sometimes and come in on the pikes unsuspectingly from the rear and the side. But for the most part, your pikes continue to do well. The ones that a group of them have moved south to replace the shot to battle those swordsmen, and more pikes continue coming in through the breach, although it's getting crowded in this area.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. What are your orders?
I want to have the sort of southeasternmost Swiss shot and the Swiss pike that just arrive. Since it is getting crowded, we need to move out to push to the southeast, and I'll move with them. Try to see if there's. Actually, never mind. It's a city. They're not going to see much. But yeah, I want them to move southeast to make more room for more units to move in, and if possible, try to help out the pikemen that are fighting to the east.
All right, you got it. All right, General Leyva.
Boy. Yes, hello.
Your swordsmen are still holding, if barely.
Brilliant.
The enemy pikes are now engaging them in the south as well as the east. You have more coming in from the southern gate, and you have word from your arquebusiers is that they're doing their best to get across the city.
Alright. They should be here next turn, right? Or soon-ish. Soon enough, right?
Yeah, pretty soon.
Right. No, then continue holding, I suppose.
Okay. Do you want to leave the city wall and join them to give them encouragement, or just stay where it's kind of safe?
It's safer up here. I think I have a feeling if I got down there, there's a lot of enemies and not too many friendlies. That might not end well.
Okay. Got it. All right. And your dispatch went out.
Brilliant.
Okay. I'm gonna go listen in somewhere else.
Because I can't see far enough past to even know if I have more forces sitting on the other side waiting.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Well, La Police is coming back down, so that's good. I'm gonna order myself onto the crossroad there, and then give him back his cavalry so he can use it up here, and then I'm gonna go back down to my infantry and see what's going on with Lorraine. See if he needs some. I gotta get the pike moving because it take forever to get around. So, but I wanted to make sure that there was no breach here north of you because of that smoke. So that's good. There isn't, as far as I can see yet. But yeah, I think we're okay for now.
Sounds good. And your light cavalry?
My light cavalry is to go to the east of Del Vasto and cross the river there with some distance, so they are not directly in the line of fire.
Okay.
Afterwards, they are to roll up the enemy line from the flank.
Very well. Sounds very good. Did you get news that Del Vasto seems to have been killed?
I have not heard that he is killed. Then I will have to go behind his lines and rally the men there that they don't break because the leader has fallen.
Okay, sounds good. But your light horse would still do the flank.
Yes, that should also
Perfect.
raise morale.
Very well. Thank you.
Alright, where do we need combat? Nobody's pushing through the breach yet, huh?
Looks like Pascar is right now.
Guess I'll wait to see what's going on there.
Pescara is riding the line to give words of encouragement to his gunners. I told him that would entail some risk, and he accepted that risk.
Alright, let's roll it. Here we go.
James, can the guns in the center of the map behind those barricades, can they move forward?
They can move, yeah. Those are medium. They got a
How far can...
movement of 1.
Oh, 1? Oh.
They're slow.
Okay. Very well.
So I rolled an 8 for him, so minor wound.
Okay,
So you can make something up, have him be
I'll let him
immobilized.
know.
These Spanish and Germans aren't fucking around with leading our troops at the front.
Wait, where'd all the units that go that were here? Oh, that was the mounted shot. Okay. Are they sending gendarmes across the bridge?
Yeah, he wants them to immediately engage.
Okay. Guess he's gonna get shot at 3 times before he gets there.
What happens to the Stratiati? It's got, I guess it runs.
It broke, so just flee to safety somewhere. Uh, 5 and 2. Oh. Well, that's why you're supposed to keep the shot near the pikes so that when the cavalry charge you, you're not overrun. So they took some shots going in, but they're in the midst of them now. There's an interesting battle geometry with that wall down the middle and the little breach.
Yeah. A very weird, like, extension.
Yeah.
I don't know much about this battle, but I'm going to have to research it afterwards because I'm very intrigued by how far out it goes.
Oh, we still need bricks. You're moving the Landsknecht like 4 each time, XTX?
I'm moving them 2 because they're in column. They
Oh,
have
you're
moving to
right.
1.
Yeah, so when they hit that road, they could get up to 4. Help move them a little bit faster. Have any of the French noticed them yet?
Nope.
Tearsland.
I did tell him in the very beginning when he sent out scouts that he saw large Austrian force moving to the south.
Okay, well, Tearsland would see it, but he's a NPC. But maybe he'd. Oh, Genevieve's an NPC. Maybe let Lorraine know.
All right.
Give Lorraine a warning again. Because it's not like it's hidden. It's only a kilometer away from the line.
La Police can get the same screenshot as the other 2 there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can combine them all.
They were about to ride to meet him when he came back.
I went ahead and combined them. All right, we're at
720.
720. Yep, right. All right, screenshots. All right, Montmorency, you through the gap of undefended streets, you push towards the center of town. More enemy swordsmen are coming up from the south, and your forward scouts have returned, letting you know some arquebusiers were spotted, headed your way as well.
Alrighty. Let's see. Okay, so I want my Swiss shot that are over by the wall still. I want them to move up and assist Swiss pike that are fighting those swordsmen. If they're able to, fire into their sides, if that's possible. And I want the Swiss pike right next to me to deal with the newly arrived swordsman.
Okay.
And I want the Swiss shot right next to me to try to take out those swordsmen that are to the north a little bit. Very simplistic orders, but hopefully that makes sense.
Yep, and the other pikes coming in, stay where they are.
Yeah, I want them to stay where they are for now, but have them get ready to move. But there's not really any room for them yet. If the room opens, I want them to move further southeast.
Okay. You got it, thank you. Alright, De Leyva, your swordsmen are still holding. More swordsmen arrive from the south, getting ready to engage. And your arquebusiers, you catch them moving through the city center.
Brilliant. Okay, continue engaging. Not much more I can do.
Okay. And you're staying where you're at.
Yep.
Got it, thank you.
Those guns they're lagging behind, but they're getting there.
It's gonna be a little risky, but I don't think there's anybody in the gatehouse, but my light cavalry are gonna dismount and go into it to clear it out before coming back.
Do it.
You can just open the gate. It's yours.
Yeah.
Is it a gatehouse or just a gate?
It's more of a gate than a gatehouse. It's
Okay.
nothing too fancy.
Oh,
Forget the guy's
what
name.
time is it for you guys actually? Is it like something like 11 or 12?
11:42.
It's 11:42. Yeah.
Oh, yikes.
Where are you at?
PA.
Where are you? Oh, you're in PA. I'm in Jersey.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, I'm in Europe, so.
Oh,
Are you going to Historicon?
I am, and I'm going to Historicon.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, absolutely. I go every year.
I'll be there.
Oh, let's go.
I'm
That's
running
awesome.
I'm running a game.
Are you really?
Yeah.
I'm running a game too. All right, we gotta communicate. We gotta
I'm
get
here
together.
for this trio. So Mark, La Police rides up to you just as you're about to set out to meet him. The Alan Khan is still here. The infantry that's currently under Dallin Khan has begun to deploy. Your troops fighting about the breach are coming off somewhat the worst of it, and you can make out someone's banner through the smoke, urging the Spanish shot on personally. guns sound away to the south, but Mark, your light guns are trailing along up the road towards you. La Pellicier, your cavalry again also trailing you to join here at the rendezvous points. I will return for your orders. Any
Thank you,
questions
sir.
Thank
before
you.
I go?
No questions.
Okay.
For me at least.
All right, so I'm gonna just leave your cavalry back with you, and then, like I said before, just march down, just get out of here, and go see what's going on. He said he cannon fire from the south, so I gotta go check that out.
Yeah, well, we can stay here for now. I think we have enough forces to hold them for at least another hour.
Yeah, I think so too. With all this cavalry and arquebusier and the archers, I think should help.
I'm here for La Police's orders.
Orders.
Did you get briefed already?
Yeah, we got briefed already.
Okay, perfect.
I would like, to remain in position when men need to rest while they still can. And the archers, the 2 archer units, are to be brought up and get in range to rain down arrows on the arquebusiers to disrupt them.
Yeah, I think Duncan had orders for them already with Umpire
Okay.
Brooks. I'm not sure.
Take
I'm writing a
Alan.
dispatch.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, give me 1 second, Brooks. I just want to clarify with police, but
Sure.
you want your cavalry to rest and then your archers to move forward and try to rain arrows on the arquebusiers.
Yeah, it's to disrupt them.
Possible.
Yes. Yeah, if possible.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To Alan Khan, your previous deployment orders continue or anything new?
Have the orders for the French shot to actually move perpendicular gotten to them?
It'll take them some time to fully execute between the confusion of the battle and being somewhat on the losing end of it.
Okay. While we wait for the arquebusiers to get up there, or I guess at this point, as they're getting up there, I will move to the French shot to sort of help move them along into those positions, and then have the Giovanni arquebusiers take the positions that they're in right now. After that, I will. Well, that'll take a turn. So that essentially that is it. I want to move to the French shot, help.
All right, James, what did you roll for over here? What can I help with?
I think I rolled it all already.
Okay, got it.
Sorry, I should have been in here while I was doing it.
No worries. I didn't even realize you were. I thought you were not in the chat for some reason.
I wasn't. Well, not in this one. Yeah, the battle's actually kind of minimal. Are
The
these?
French heavily overcommitted to that breach way the hell out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I think that's going to cost them the battle. There's
I'd
just
say
not enough local forces to deal with this.
Depends on what Frundsberg does. So Montmorency is taking the city, but Frundsberg could take it back. Or just roll up the French from the south.
I think it'd be a pretty funny end to the battle. The swapping positions that the French are now besieged.
Yeah. 650.
We have another commander personally intervening at the breach.
Good God.
Although in this case, it's the Alan Khan pulling his troops back to get them into position.
Position. Oh, okay. Well, if he's just doing
Not
that, I would. Yeah.
They were already giving way, so.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right. The Spanish in the breach have been solidly winning. Absent further orders, I'm thinking of having the arquebusiers start to push through on their own.
What were the orders?
Initially, both sides were trying to defend the breach, but Pescara went up and was personally encouraging the soldiers when he took his wound, and they've come out ahead on every exchange thus far.
Yeah. I guess you can at least move them like into the breach since the
Okay.
others have fallen back. It's a unit at a time, but we could like kind of show them taking position in it. All right, 740.
Perfect.
Yep.
I have two located.
Oh, I think actually I've got 2 guys to move.
So Mark's still with. Where'd Mark go? Oh, is he with Francis now and Lorraine?
Yeah, let's co-locate them. Might as well.
Might as well. Okay. Someone's got his update.
Yeah, I'll do Mark since he's with my other 2 guys.
Okay, and I can do La Pellissier and Lancon and Pescara then, because they're close again.
Okay, sounds good. And I'll just get the orders for Palace.
All right, we'll wait and see. You received good news from the west. The enemy swordsmen, the first ones that you started engaging, are breaking and fleeing now from your pikes with support of your shot nearby. The fighting continues to go well in the north, perhaps the most critical in the south, where a unit of pikes are dealing with swordsmen as well as newly arrived arquebusiers from the east. Yep, that's your update. What are your orders?
Alrighty. So I would like the pikes and the shot that just dealt with those swordsmen or broke those swordsmen to move around and try to engage the swordsmen that are just next to those now broken swordsmen to the southeast.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll have my shot do that since there's not really room for both of them. And I want the pike. Let me see. The pike to my northwest, or just right next to me to my northwest, to move and engage those arquebusiers to my south.
Okay.
And I'd like the Swiss pike up on the wall or by the wall. Actually, I guess I'll just hold them in reserve for now. But yeah, that should be it.
Okay. All right, Leyva. Your swordsmen nearest you, the ones that have been engaged from the beginning, finally break. It's too many casualties. They lose cohesion. The commanders cut down, and they flee, dispersing into the city. Your arquebusiers have arrived, and they're assisting, fighting in the streets, helping your swordsmen as they engage the pikes and do their best. But from your vantage atop the wall, you can see the enemy has reserve pike units not yet engaged, and you're definitely outnumbered.
Right, I'd like the knights to come over and assist them.
Okay, we'll send word. Any other orders?
No.
Alrighty.
Okay. Well, this is interesting. Uh, so. Hmm. What's the situation looking towards the east? Do we hear any cannon fire at all?
Yes.
Okay. Is it like a lot or just a little bit?
A good bit. Sounds like your demi-culverines are firing.
Okay. That's good to know. Um,
Also, umpires. So I think now instead of having all three Swiss pike units marched out, we'll only have one of them. The rest two can get back into formation. And Lorraine will take over the
yeah.
single Swiss pike unit.
I will personally order the easternmost pike unit to continue marching along the road. The rest will be under orders of the king. Myself, I will immediately rush back towards my line, and take a look at what's going on in my situation. But it's good to hear that the line has fallen back and given way for the culverins, like I asked. How's this? Do you think that you'll be requiring any support soon in the center?
Me?
Yeah.
No. No, I'm not. I mean,
Okay.
my Swiss pike are. I'm at the mercy of the
Uh,
king. That it's whatever the king wants to do with them. The guys,
Can
Delicon and La Police up north. Like I said, I sent them more than enough troops. I personally led them there, and they're holding. They're gonna. I think they'll be able to hold for at least another hour to 2 hours. They have a lot of cavalry up there and a lot of arquebusiers.
is
Yeah,
somebody able to?
after
Sorry, is somebody able to rally the Stradioti?
Yeah, I can do it.
All right.
Since the king has my Swiss pike and the archers, I don't really have anything to command at this point. I'll go rally them.
Okay.
no,
So,
actually, Mark, I think you should stay back. I'll go with Lorraine and see what's going down there.
okay.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
You can take command of the four Swiss pike units and the archers and help the other guys. I'll go with Lorraine and his singular Swiss pike unit and
Yeah.
head south.
Okay. You want me to,
Mhm.
so you don't want me to rally that cavalry?
Um,
Uh,
uh,
Because they're going to be
no,
running west as you guys are going southeast on the road. I mean, I can do it. I can just catch them on the way, and you guys can still
okay,
continue going to where you need to go.
okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. Okay. Where is a?
Do you know where Frundsberg is going? Is he going west or north?
Right now, he's trying to attack this arquebusier.
That's an ally.
Oh, I thought it was on the French side. Okay, never mind. They won't be attacking them. It'll
Yeah,
be
Leyva sent it out to like hold the bridge and the defenses so he could get through, I think.
Can light horse disengage pretty easily from like mounted shots and line shots?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then we're good on that side.
Right now, he's just trying to get his Landsknecht across the bridge here.
Yeah. It's probably closer to half-hour turns. But, oh. This whole thing's going to be decided by 9.
How much longer do you think the game will go?
I normally call it within the next half hour. Kind of depends. If La Police goes through the gates and attacks the pikes from the rear, that'd be interesting. And then what Frundenberg does if he like moves up and sweeps up the French flank. I don't want to have him have marching simulator and then call it right before he gets to combat. That would be mean. It might happen depending on what he does. Because he's still got to deploy in the line and stuff. Who's playing?
Oh, I need to go tell Lorraine that he has rumors of the Austrians coming up from the south.
Oh, yeah. Actually, well, yeah. They're down there now. Alright, I think I rolled all the combat that there was.
Did anybody get orders from Mark?
He
I
was.
see I can you right now.
No, we got him, yeah. No.
Oh,
That's alright.
Okay, that is resolved.
Alright, 8 o'clock. I think everything's moved. I'll take Mark back since he's just on his own again.
Brooks, are you gonna do the police again, or?
Police had yeah, I can take police and the Elencon then, because they're in a similar fight up here.
Sounds good.
Ours have different views though. Look at them both.
Yeah, I can do La Police. I can do La Police since he does have a different view, because he's like looking over.
Him right now, yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you need me to take one of yours then?
If you can get Pescara,
Mascara?
he'll have the same as Corbin.
Sounds good.
Alright, going to get orders. Alright, Montmorency. Your men move as ordered. Stubborn swordsmen are still fighting and holding and moving from street to street and cutting in from alleys, but slowly getting cut down over time. The arquebusiers are a bit of a nuisance towards your pikes. They keep retreating and not staying to get skewered by your pikes. Otherwise, things are going okay. The pikes in your north are probably in the worst shape, according to the reports of their commander. They're taking a lot of casualties in the fight.
Sure. I think most things can remain the same. The only changes are, I don't know how feasible would it be to sort of swap 2 units out. It's fairly narrow, right? I don't really think
Yeah,
that
it'd
would
be
be
hard
very easy.
while they're engaged.
In which case, got that reserve there to take up their positions in case they break, but everything can continue. The only thing is my my Swiss pike that are sort of not doing anything over on the west. If they can move around the shot and try to come behind those swordsmen and almost completely surround them, that would be good.
Got it.
Actually, I guess if I can, I'll go personally try to keep that Swiss pike up in the north. Try to keep their morale together.
Got it. All right. All right, De La Marque. After lots of engaging conversations, you're on your own again. You've found the stratioti, which have been oh no. Someone just deleted the map. Hold on.
Oh shit.
It always takes TTS a second or like a minute to rewind. Yep, you found the stratioti, which had been routed, and they've calmed down. They're dealing with wounded and heavy casualties, but you're working with them to reorganize and rally them. Any orders?
How are am I hearing any significant cannon fire from the east there?
You do hear
West?
pretty significant cannon fire to the east. Nothing anywhere else.
Gotcha. I'll just bring the cavalry back up northwest towards the bridge and the Swiss pike, and as a precaution,
the
I
stratioti
am going.
you're with?
Yes.
No, they're not really in position to move yet. You gotta.
Okay.
Some
No
time.
problem. I'll stay where I am with them until they are in position to move, but I will order the Swiss pike just as a precaution. And it seems like things aren't going great in the east southeast there. Just get on the road and start marching east.
Okay.
Along with the archers and the infantry as well, or the archers and the artillery. I mean.
All right. Got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Leyva. Your men are fighting valiantly despite the conditions. They're fighting hard to keep hold of the city. Not much more to say other than that. If they you do risk being cut off here in your position on the western wall.
Okay, I might try and move east a bit. Yeah.
Okay. I'll start moving. Do you want to go
Also,
down? Do you want to come off the wall and move east, or like move along the wall?
Yeah. Move along the wall actually, if that's possible.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Also, probably within the next turn or so, I will no longer be able to give orders over VC, but I'll still be able to receive reports, and then probably the turn after that, I will have to drop already.
Okay. Yeah, we only have 1 or 2 turns left in the game before we get a call.
Oh, okay, brilliant. I should therefore be able to be here for the rest of the game at least, even if I can't give orders over PC.
Okay.
James, can Lannoy, will he make it to the walls of Pavia if we wanted to go kind of around his column and to the gates?
Yes.
He would be? Okay, perfect.
Yeah, he could get into the city.
Sorry about the deleting the map, everyone. That's a new one for me.
I wonder why everything's reset a bit, yeah.
Yet another personal leadership.
Right, so these guys are trying to-
Azunti, let's reconcile this cav move here.
Okay.
All right, so La Police is coming out of the gate. He has to go through the gate in road column. He comes out, deploys, moves on. He leads his gendarmes in initially. I think there's really only enough room for one there. The light goes at the flank of the Spanish pike. Let's see, and you've got 6 inches of movement is plenty. I'm going to say the light cav gets tied up by the lead unit of gendarmes there before they can hit the rear of the Spanish pike. And then the lancers go like that. And
Yeah, that works great for me.
I don't think its follow-on ranks will be engaged.
This is honestly serendipitous for Bourbon. He was like, I'm going to go scout northeast with a couple of units, but he would have seen this happening. So
yes, absolutely.
Alright. I gotta roll for that. Those arquebusiers are starting to take a lot of casualties, sitting there at the breach, but not pushing. I think we'll do one more turn. Don't tell the players, but I'm getting tired. 820.
Did we have a general risk on La Police?
Oh, who was he fighting with? Where?
With the gendarmes into the flank of the Spanish pike.
Okay, so we'll roll for it. Minor wound. So we'll get orders, we'll resolve it, and then we'll bring everyone together. Apparently Francis. Lorraine is not with Francis, right?
No.
Whoever is Francis, can they get marked too?
Okay.
Was Lannoy trying to go on the city wall or just into the city?
He wanted to go on this into the city, but he only made it to the city wall.
Okay.
And then am I taking Pescara back? Or did somebody else already get him?
I got his screenshot, so I'm gonna give it to him.
Okay. Oop, Oscar, I don't think that's La Police's screenshot.
Did I give it to the wrong person? I did. Oops.
Fasto JK, it's Angelo.
That's the right one.
That's all right. La Police also got wounded, so he can have a vision of things far away. It's unexplainable by science.
He saw the picture in his mind.
Alright, I'll go get my orders. Alright, you move north through the streets to your northern pikes to bolster their lines as they fight desperately against the swordsmen. Your presence makes the difference from routing or not, and the swordsmen are taking a lot of casualties together with your shot, which are combined with the pike to help. What are your orders?
I guess keep it up. These are some stubborn swordsmen. If they break, then we'll. If they break, then I'll want the Swiss pike that are pretty weak right now to stay where they are and recover. But if the swordsmen do break, then I want the Swiss shot to turn around and join the line to the south and engage the remaining enemies there.
Okay.
Yeah, and I guess the Swiss pike that I have in reserve, I just like to move them a little bit so they're more like a little bit closer to the just southeast a little bit, basically, so they're behind the. Actually, never mind. That's a bad idea. I'll keep them where they are. Never mind.
Okay.
And I'll keep reinforcing the Swiss pike, or encouraging them.
Okay, got it.
Actually, question:
Mhm.
Can I somehow get orders to my units that are south of the river, or are they basically just static, doing whatever they're doing?
It would take a very long time.
Yeah, that's what I figured. You'd have to swim across the river.
Send a boat across.
In which case, nothing for that.
Okay. Leyva, if you can hear me, I read your orders. So we're good.
I want to go see what's happening up there. If that attack on the wall in the north is a feint, then I'm gonna ask La Police to, with all his cavalry, to come down also and help and support Lorraine. Or I don't know what you think about this, but I don't know if La Police has seen the other side, because I know they were gonna man that gate. I have to see what they see now. I have to go talk to them, but if they have an opening, I mean, they can swing around also, because if that attack is a feint, then they have some space with their cavalry to come around and swing south. But I'm gonna go talk to them now and see what they see what's going on there. Based on the screenshot, it seems that wall is still holding that one breach, and they got that artillery and canister range. It looks like, which is just a beautiful thing to see. All right, anything else you need from me, King Francis, other than the pike?
I guess I gotta wait to see what happens with this fight up here. Normally I take a nap before this thing, so I'm semi-rested. Can stay up till midnight, no issue. Oh, I'm not connected. Testing. There you go. Now I'm connected.
I feel a bit bad for Lorraine, just because he he kept having to switch directions, and his forces are kind of a mess because of it.
Oh. He had Frunberg's forces switch directions?
Oh no, they're still advancing.
Okay. This looks ready for rolling.
As into, yeah, so how we're gonna kind of hold this through. I don't know how well this Spanish spy can face these cavalry that are coming on their flanks.
Yeah. I think this one would just rout because it kind of got surprised.
Yep.
The other
Yeah.
The one in
one's
the back.
this one will rout. The rest will say they'd have time to kind of start to form up.
Shift that back a bit.
You can just leave them there.
No
Ooh.
more screenshots, right? That was our last update.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
Just gotta finish combat. Oh my gosh. So there's still several hours worth of fighting that can happen, but let's try and make predictions. So Montmorency is about to take the city, but Frunberg's got units going in. I could retake it, but they also have to deal with the French to the north. I mean, neither side, the main pikes of either side are not spent at all. Funsberg has a ton of pikes, 1, 2, 3, 4. But I guess if you include the Swiss and everything, King Francis, he may win that fight in the south.
Who's the Imperial Army commander?
Lannoy.
Okay. Might be worth asking Lannoy just what he does with the, like, just show these two commanders their local situation and ask them what they do.
Yeah, you want to do that real fast?
Sure. With a screenshot?
Yeah, you can give him a screenshot. In the north, north is interesting. The Spanish have a lot of pikes that the French don't have. And they got their gendarme. I think they'd be able to hold. Interesting. I guess you got this army too, though, that could go in on the flank.
Okay, I've got that. I will post that to their channels. Do you want to describe, or who wants to describe what's going on down there? Because I don't know what was going on down there in detail.
Or Lannoy?
For Francis and Lannoy, we're gonna give that one more screenshot.
I'll talk to Lannoy. It's really what he's doing. I think I know what Francis is gonna do. Hey, Lannoy, real quick, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
The forces nearby, Frundsberg's army. What's your plan with them? Are you moving them into the city, or are you dealing with the French to the north?
Which ones? You mean the orange arquebusiers or?
No, like all of Frundsberg forces. What are they going to end up doing?
No, they are now to engage north towards the French, hammer them hard, breaks them basically.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
Current situation. What are your further orders for the forces under your command here?
Let's push them south.
Okay,
Hello?
James, is that good enough for you?
Good enough. Thank you, guys.
All right, we'll be back in.
This makes the pingy sound. All right, let's get everyone in the lobby.
What?
There we go.
Uh-oh.
What's happened?
It's over.
All right, welcome everyone. We are calling the game here. So per normal, please mute yourselves till it's your turn to speak. Everyone will have a chance to share, and then lots of time to talk after if they want. So before I reveal things and talk about what happened, I'd like to hear from the CICs. We'll start with King Francis first, to see how you think you're doing. Are you winning? You're losing? What are your thoughts at the moment?
I think I'm cooked. The southernmost bridge was completely taken over easily. Yeah, I think I'm cooked.
Okay. And Lannoy, how are you feeling? You're muted. Langbart.
Well, sorry. I also think the French are cooked.
Okay.
As I've taken the bridge in the south, I've connected with the town. I have the French flank now. I have bound them in the north. They are basically in a boiling pot. They can't get away. So pretty shitty for them.
All right, let's look at it. I'm sharing my screen. Everyone should be able to see. So historically, we didn't even use half this map. Historically, the Holy Roman Empire, the Allies they had their relief army here, but they withdrew, and the French thought they were just leaving. The French were kind of camped out here and occupied the space here as well as just being around the city. But what the Holy Roman Empire did is they made a breach here and snuck in because the French weren't really expecting it. So they snuck some units in and pretty much got as far as here before they were encountered. And then there's all sorts of fighting all in this area. So most of the fighting historically happened much further north. Interestingly, for this game, the Holy Roman Empire opted to stay where they were and basically concentrate this way. They made a breach here, which we'll talk about. And then the French also stayed concentrated mostly in this area with some units here and here. but nothing here. And so I had the fighting in Pavia. I didn't make Pavia look pretty inside because I didn't think there'd be fighting inside, but there was. So my apologies to Montmorency and Leyva that had to deal with the crude house drawings. But I think one mistake on the Holy Roman Empire side was there's nothing guarding the breach. And so there's units here and here guarding the gates, but the gates were closed. They weren't going to get breached. So it would have been better to have
I did not realize that was a breach.
Two or yeah, it was in the description. That's why you got the exclamation marks. But so 2 or 3 units there could have done a good job holding the breach and made it so it was unlikely that Montmorency would have made it inside. Instead, he basically entered unopposed, and there was fighting in this northwest sector. Leyva did his soldiers, his swordsmen did fight bravely and held for a good while, but at this point there's not too much more holding on. The knights have arrived, but they're about the only unit left. So Montmorency is about to seize the city, but Lannoy's there and Frunberg's arriving from the east because the French decided, and this is one question mark I have, is they didn't leave anything here to guard this gate, and so Frunberg got Marching Simulator award for the game because he marched all the way down here and is now here, but he's on the French flank. He's connected to the city, and in a strong position there. Now we could have played out, we could have played another hour or two of this game because most of the armies, their pike units haven't even engaged yet. Frunberg just barely got there. The French are getting into position here, so there's more to be played out. It's nothing certain yet. Let me talk about the north real fast. So at the breach here, it was interesting that the Empire made the breach and then didn't really want to use it, and so both sides ended up just kind of shooting through the hole at each other for a while. The Empire got the better end of the rolls for that, and we're doing pretty well. And then here at the very end, the police led a cavalry charge out through the gate, and it kind of caught the Austrians and the Spanish by surprise. But they have a lot of pike here, a lot of heavy cavalry. So my prediction is they would be able to hold. The French don't have any pikes here, just arquebusiers and cavalry. But they're outnumbered. So I think the Spanish and Austrians would hold here. And then they've got a strong arquebusier and light cavalry force here in the center, and then a strong pike force in the south. So the French do still have a good amount of strength. I think this fight, I personally can't say who would win. It'd depend on timing, but the French are kind of surrounded and maybe in a little bit of trouble with the Austrians pushing from both directions. So the end state's a little bit up in the air. The French have at least temporarily taken Pavia, which was one of their goals, but if the Austrians win here, they'd probably be able to take it back. But a very interesting battle. I don't think my rule set was quite adequate for it. There's a lot of things I want to change for it. It did okay. I really liked the geometry of it. It was really interesting that you had a wall here, you have the city here, and the river. That wall and the geometry of the battle made it very interesting, at least for me as umpire, and hopefully for players. So that's all I want to share. Let's hear from the umpires. First of all, thanks to the umpires for their help, all those that came. Let's hear their experience, and then we'll hear from all the players. So starting with umpire Oscar.
Yeah, so I had La Police, and then Lannoy, and then later on I had what was it Pescara. And I thought it was interesting because La Police, he kind of broke off really early and went straight north. I guess he was trying to look for Empire to come south. but he found nothing, and then he came back, and he ended up being, this flanking attack that kind of caught the Holy Roman Empire off guard a bit. And then Lannoy, I mean, he was kind of moving all across the battle, just kind of surveying, and he ended up kind of at the top of the walls, kind of overlooking the battle toward the end of the battle. So he made a long kind of roundabout way to get back into the city, but he made it in there. But this was my first game umpiring, and it was quite an experience. And thanks to all the players for being patient with me.
I forgot this was your first one. You did awesome for your first game. Well done. Azunti.
I had the Duke of Bourbon and De Vasso, although he quickly became Angelo. One thing that really stood out to me is just how bloody this was for the leaders. We had a death of a commander as well as the wounding of, I think, 3 or 4 others. So definitely had some commanders getting in the mix and leading their troops personally. I want to particularly shout out a moment where the Duke of Bourbon was like, I don't trust how quiet it is, and just happened to send a scouting troop right as the French broke through, which kind of helped stem the tide up north, which could have been a lot more of a disaster. But it was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me. Always happy to help umpire. Glad I could come in and help.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Brooks?
This was a lot of fun. I had Pescara on the Imperial side, and then a rotation of La Police, Stalin Khan, Mark on the French side. The fighting around the sort of reserve wall here was marked by both sides being kind of unsure whether to press their attacks or not, and also some confusion as to which troops were under their command. Both sides had units left behind by commanders who rode off with their cavalry, and then orders going back and forth. On the French side, there was a counter march of the arquebusiers who went down to the king, and then a messenger had to ask the king if they could come back up to the north. Similarly, on the Imperial side, these archers remained here with little to do because of the very narrow frontage of the breach for the whole game. But La Pellissier got up, took a look out the gate, and had the best view of anything that I'd sent to anyone on either side the whole game, and made a decision and went with it. And that is why we have a fight here and not just a back and forth at the breach. So, very fun.
Thank you. XTX?
I had King Francis, Lorraine, and Frundsberg. And so I felt a bit bad for Frundsberg playing a marching simulator for most of the game, but at least he got a little action there at the end. I also felt bad for Lorraine because he kept having to go back and forth, and his forces got very disorganized because of it. But otherwise, I think that Lorraine did the best he could with the situation he had. And I know how difficult it can be to try to position troops in anything more than just a line.
Yep. Yeah, this era is interesting because you're dealing with, you got cavalry, you got ranged units with guns. You still got pikes though. It's interesting to fight with. All right, let's hear from all the players. I'm just going to go down the list. So N de Montmorency, you're first.
Yeah, so I was over in the west. I had the orders to basically move through the breach into the city and try to take it as fast as possible. I had a immediate miscommunication where I wanted to sort of deploy and then cross the stream, but not over the bridge. But basically, my lead units, who are my shot, just straight up columned over the bridge in front of the guns. But it worked, and they just walked into the city basically 3 turns in. And after that point, I brought the rest of my pike through and started just sort of doing the very slow fighting. And I think the enemies did a pretty good job slowing me down, but it seemed like, yeah, right when I get called, about to break the last few. But yeah, my game was just very, very straightforward with very little moving parts. So yeah.
All right, Leyva.
Yeah, we have a little bit of time now. Yes, I was on the other side of that. Yes, I'm quite on the public toilet stall right now. I'm actually going to yes. So I was on the other side of that. I had essentially a easy defense, very standard defense, just block off all the gates, and I completely forgot about the breach, so I did not have anything in the breach. But yeah, I think the situation is, even if it's not contained, they'll be contained in about 5 minutes when the rest of the Allied army gets through at least.
All right, thank you. Lannoy.
Well, that was an interesting experience after I accidentally got the CIC role. Well, let's address the question about the breach first. The breach was basically just so they can see and act if there's a need to. But basically, Bourbon and my Spanish reserves were only there to draw French in and block them from flanking us. As if I have a huge French force on the other side of that wall and they can't get past that, would have been my dream scenario. So that's exactly, it did what it should do. I'm very sorry that that Frundsberg had to march this long because, well, the units were atrociously slow. But that is probably what will give us the victory, because now the French line are totally disordered. They have to reorganize completely. And they have to defend against two sides and get artillery fire from two more. So that should actually do something. Well, Livia, I'm very sorry that I couldn't get to you in time. But I expected you to hold that breach, and you should have been able to hold that at least a while longer. But yes, if those units for Frundsberg would have been faster, I probably would have sent several inside and helped you hold that breach. But after I see it's already overrun and nothing can be done anymore, yeah, that's not happening. But otherwise, yes, the game was basically too short or too slow moving, one of the other. Otherwise, it was a very interesting problem to solve. Thank you, James.
All right, thank you, Langbart. The Duke of Bourbon, Charles III.
I was posted up north by the breach with Pescara. It was mostly uneventful. Our orders were just to stall the French for as long as possible. And we had some cavalry charge our cannons, and then apart from that breach at the end, wasn't really too much to do.
All right, thank you. Dalencon. Where's he at?
I think basically my plan was to skirmish and delay the HRE and Spanish forces that were moving down there. I think that was pretty successful. I wish we had put forces on that southeastern bridge, because I think that would have pretty much turned the entire game around. Just unfortunately we didn't. But no, I don't have anything else.
All right, Esteban. Wait, who is Esteban? Did you just get here? Okay, they're just listening. Lorraine.
Sorry, I thought I had mic troubles there. I was the French commander in the eastern side of the battle. I don't even know where to start. We were during the whole planning phase, we were so worried about, has there been a northern deployment edition that was given to the HRE players that we did not know about. That we had done that so much that we hadn't even factored the South. In fact, Umpire XTX can attest to just how surprised I was with hearing that there were some enemy troops down south at San Pietro. I was completely in disbelief, and having to adjust these lines back and forth into so many different formations. I felt like I was basically doing, I was basically skating across the entire battlefield in that general area. I'm really impressed at just how well the cavalry were able to hold off the enemy for as long as they did. But outside of that, I think that we got a decent experience out of it. So thank you for getting this game set up. It was really fun.
All right, thank you for playing. Frundsberg.
Yeah, I don't really. I mean, it was a fun game. I just marched the whole time. But yeah, I think towards the end, I was going on a full attack, and I felt pretty confident about my positioning, to cause some damage on you guys. So, but yeah, it was a fun game. Thanks, James, for hosting it, and thanks for the other umpires. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.
Thank you. King Francis?
Yeah, like Lorraine talked about it, we completely didn't take into consideration the southern bridge San Pietro. We were hell-bent on protecting us from the northern garden area and the enemy force coming from the northeast. So that's how Lorraine was deployed, and the rest of the forces were positioned towards the center in the garden. We really believe that there will be at least some fighting over there. So which is why as soon as we found out that enemies were trying to cross through the eastern gate in the wall, uh, we sent over some cavalry over there. And yeah, Montmorency was like tasked to directly just march into the city and make sure he can do whatever. Um, but once the battle began, it took us a few turns to realize that it has basically stalled in the eastern gate, and the main force was heading towards Lorraine. I tried to move down some Swiss pike units over there, and I still didn't know what was going on in the southern part in San Pietro. We never really considered that, but all of a sudden, yeah, the forces popped out. So yeah, that's something we should have considered in the planning phase. Although we had a thin ribbon to deploy in, which was it was quite a discussion, planning how to deploy in a thin ribbon around and how to still keep your forces concentrated. But unfortunately, somehow we went over the bridge in the south, which was sad. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for the game.
Thank you. Pescara, 2? You there, Barbarino?
Sorry about that. Well, this was a fun game. Thank you guys for running it. Yeah, I kind of did nothing for most of the game. I was ordered to man the breach and make sure nothing gets through. And for most of the battle, I succeeded in that objective. Until about 800 hours when the French kind of threw open the gate and threw myself and... terrible with names. Myself and the Austrian forces were thrown for a loop. But I think we have enough numbers there to quell the attack, but still not an ideal end state.
All right. Robert de la Marque?
Hello. First of all, thank you, James, and all the umpires for running this. It was a lot of fun. It's my first game with you, James, so thank you. I was pretty much in the center with the Swiss pike, a couple of archer units, and real early on, La Police went up to scout in the north and left me his cavalry, his heavy cavalry. I was essentially just in a reserve role, kind of, but really just guarding the center, making sure that nobody left the city to try and flank us from those two northern gates there. For much of the early part of the battle, I was just kind of sending units back up. I gave La Police back his heavy cavalry up north, which I'm glad was put to good use, charging out of that gate. And then I gave Delacan some two of the archers there as well. And essentially, by the time I had a feeling that the east, I didn't really know what was going on, but I had a feeling that it wasn't going well. So you could see the Swiss pike started marching there, but it was just ended up being a little too late. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for running this game.
Hey,
A lot of fun.
glad you got to play. Hope to see you in others. San Angelo / Del Vasto. Oh, you just left.
Sorry about that.
Oh, okay. There.
I was originally Del Vasto, however, due to the French gunners being very good at firing, they ended up taking Del Vasto's poor little head. He will be missed. And I ended up getting to continue the game as Sant'Angelo. Thank you so much, Empire Zunti, for allowing that. It was very fun, because I then retook command of my Imperial arquebusiers and Landsknechts. And for the rest of the game, I mostly spent shooting Frenchies and taking out their artillery in the center-ish. I think if this game had continued on, I likely would have put heavy pressure on the French center from the north, and there's a good chance we would have won. But just as easily, the French could have won too.
All right. Thank you. Last but not least, Senor de la Police.
First, I want to say great game. I always wanted to play a James game, and it's definitely worth ruining my sleep schedule over.
Nice.
Yeah, fun game. I moved north first because I thought maybe they'd sneak some units through the northern gate, and then returned to the breach, and eventually decided to look over the wall, and it was like seeing your Christmas presents under the tree. Couldn't have been any better what I saw, so I charged out, and I mean, in the end, it wouldn't have worked, but it did stem the tide at least. Only mistake I made that I should have done it earlier. So yeah, but thank you, umpires. Yes.
All right. Well, I think that's everyone. Thanks, everyone, for playing and umpiring, especially those that were new. Nothing next week, but the following week we've got the Wizard Wars, which will be a lot of fun. So you're welcome to hang out and keep talking. I'm going to end the recording here, and we'll see you later.